and welcome to another edition of the One Kindred, One Business initiative brought to you by the Office of the Chief Economic Advisor to the Imo State Government. My name is Kenneth Amechi, and I'm a professor of business and sustainable development at the University of Edinburgh in the UK. I also hold a chair in sustainable finance at the European University Institute in Florence. I act as the Chief Economic Advisor to the Imo State Government, a job I do on a part-time basis. And the Imo State Government is under the leadership of distinguished Senator Hope Uzodimma. The One Kindred, One Business initiative aims to encourage people to create group-owned businesses in a profitable manner and also in a way that creates jobs. The essence of the series is to encourage people to collaborate with each other and create job opportunities for people in Imo State. So I'll be co-moderating this with Professor Jude Nzako, and I invite him to say hello.
Hello, viewers and panelists. I welcome you to today's webinar. My name is Professor Jude Nzako. I'm the Director General for Imo State Investment Promotion Agency. I think today's topic is one of interest to a number of people and businessmen and women. So I invite you to sit tight and enjoy the discussions. Thank you, Prof.
Thank you. And if you're new to the OKOBI program, here is the jingle that explains it.
Susie, name I hope you some. What did you alone? Know your company. You see one name, Mbadu Dodo. Oh, you company with her. Horom Namuke, OKOBI. OKOBI. Equal to Penyamazo. Oh, Shelemania. I won't train you, Maka. Yabuni, no pay my OKOBI. Ngwagente. OKOBI, what matter? My government, he were. Iji Kochapo, Biamna, Undi Madisi Agara. OKOBI get killed up to Hiron. Makagio, Makon Bodogini, Nani, Ariana Buruburu, get Jeputan, no, you bula gị na ụmụnne na ụmụnna gị ndị enyi ma ọ bụ ndị obodo gị nwere ike ịgbakọta aka mee mepụta ya mma dịka ịzụ ọkụkọ, azụ, oke bekee, ịkọ pineapple, ịsụ mmanụ nkwụ ma ọ bụ mmanụ aṅụ na ọtụtụ ihe ndị ọzọ dị iche iche. Unu hazichi usoro eji eme ya ka ọ bụrụ ihe ga-amịpụta ego. Unu agbapụzie ya ọsọ ga-akpọtụrụ onye ji ọkwa Chief Economic Advisor n'ọchịchị steeti Imo. Ọ ga-agbazi unu olu nye unu ntụziaka hazie ụkpụrụ a ga-eji mee ya ka ọ kwụsị ike ma mịta ezi mkpụrụ. Ọ ga-enyekwa aka n'ikewapụta ohere ọrụ nye ndị na-achọ ọrụ n'obodo. Onye ma akara ekwentị ha ka mkpọ ahụ ozugbo ngwa were ihe dedata ya 07013512035 07013512035 ma ọ bụ 09114360076 09114360076. ịkpọrọ ha ị ga-enweta ọsịsa maka ihe niile gbasara OKOBI. OKOBI wa atụmatụ bụ ịgba Shared Prosperity Government nke Distinguished Senator Hope Uzodimma. OKOBI, ụmụnna wike, ọwụ ha agha.
So thank you, Lord. So let me invite Vincent Ikechukwu to say hello to the audience, and we take it from there.
Hello, our listeners. Aha m bụ Vincent Ikechukwu Ogoro. Abụ m onye desk officer na onye isi ngalaba azụmahịa na Ebonyi State Fertilizer and Chemical Company Limited. Anyị bịara ka anyị n'unu nọrịa.
Okay, thank you, Vincent. Imena. So, can you tell us more about your organization? Can you name equal fertilizer?
Ebonyi State Fertilizer and Chemical Company Limited bụ otu n'ime ụlọ ọrụ gọọmenti nwere. Gọọmenti nke Ebonyi steeti dịka gọọmenti nke Imo steeti si nwee OKOBI na ihe ndị ọzọ na-eme ụzọ a ga-etinyere ndị mmadụ aka. Anyị na-arụpụta ntụ akụkụ bụ fertilizer. Anyị na-eproduce fertilizer dị iche iche. Ọ dịka NPK 2010-10, 27-13-13, 15-15-15, 12-12-17, and what have you. Anyị nwekwara ikike ịrụpụtara gị fertilizer dịka ọchịchị ọrụ ugbo gị si wee chọọ. Anyị na-arụpụta ma na-ekesakwa fertilizer. We are member of FEPSAN, Fertilizer Producers and Suppliers Association of Nigeria. We are members of FEES. We work with the federal government, arm of federal government called Presidential Fertilizer Initiative, PFI, to make sure we produce and distribute fertilizer in Nigeria for eradication of hunger. So anyị bụ ndị na-akọpụta ntụ akụkụ a ma na-ekesakwara ya ndị mmadụ. Anyị na-arụkwa ọrụ with different corporations and organizations ọ dịka otu OKOBI dị. Ndị nọ n'ime OKOBI na OKOBI business ga-abịakwute anyị. Ọ bụ ndị na-akọ nkwụ, ọ bụ ndị na-akọ rice, ọ bụ ndị na-akọ ji, ihe ọbụla ị na-akọ, anyị nye gị ihe a na-akpọ expert advice, nye gị the suitable fertilizer for the production of that your palm seedling. And anyị nyekwe gị, unu can group yourself into smaller organizations, unu abịa, anyị nye gị in a subsidized price to make sure I promote gị ịrụa iritekwa uru n'ihe ị na-eme. Ụmụnna erite for one kindred and one business. A na-ekesa ya otu aka ọrụ anyị si dị.
Okay, ndị na-ege anyị ntị na-aga na-eme imagine unu nwere brands. So onye gaa n'ahịa ele ka ọ ga-esi mara nke bụ fertilizer unu.
Ị gaa n'ahịa akpa fertilizer anyị a na-ede ya Ebonyi fertilizer Farmers Companion. Anyị nwere ihe a na-akpọ different blends. That is the brand you are talking about, different blends. Otu a mkpọrọ dịka 12, 17, 15, 15. Achịcha niile bụ our line of products. So ị gaa n'ahịa edere ya Ebonyi fertilizer. Akpa anyị nwekwenụrụ ụcha dị iche iche dịka aha ha si dị. Otu aha ya dị iche iche. Otu a ka ụcha akpa anyị si dị iche iche.
Okay. Ka ndị na-erekwa unu fertilizer ọ ihe a na-ere na open market, unu nwere special distributors or special outlets?
Yes, anyị nwere special outlets. Maka na ihe dị n'ụwa ugbu a bụ afọ ihe na-emeta ọfụma. Ndị mmadụ aga na-eme adịgboroja ya. There are a lot of adulterated fertilizers here and there. For that, we are creating accredited dealership centers. Now, the Imo State, anyị nwere our dealership center na Imo State by fire service. Anyị nwere ebe aka na-ere Ebonyi fertilizer. The place is branded. Iru ebe ahụ efu ya naanị Ebonyi fertilizer ka a na-ere ebe ahụ. A naghị ere ihe ọzọ. So ị bịa ebe ahụ ị ga-azụta.
Farmer the address of the place. Yeah, address onye na-achọ ịga ebe ahụ.
Yes, ebe ahụ bụ ị gaa na fire service by Christ Church. Fire service by Christ Church. Ị ga-ahụ ya na fire service by Christ Church. So ị ga-ahụ the
But here anyị na-ekwu n'okwu maka OKOBI, that's one kindred, one business. So ọwụ onye ọbụla nwechara access to Owerri. When ndị na-eburu ngwaahịa unu, ngwa fertilizer na-aga n'ime obodo. So let's assume nọrọ na my village, which is about 30 minutes away from Owerri, 40 minutes. Nchọ fertilizer. And when ụzọ ọzọ m ga-esi nweta ya na my village without going to Owerri.
O nwere ọtụtụ ụzọ dị iche iche. Ọ bụrụ na ịkpọ anyị n'ekwentị, anyị ga-egosi gị ebe ọfisi a dị bụ na nọmba 81 Amaram Street off Christ Road, Owerri Municipal. Nọmba 81 Amaram Street. Ọ bụrụ na ịkpọ anyị n'ekwentị maọbụ ịkpọtụrụ ndị OKOBI n'ekwentị sị anyị gị link to Ebonyi fertilizer, anyị ga-asị gị gwa anyị ebe ị nọ, gwa anyị ihe ị na-eme, anyị amara ụdị ihe ị na-akọpụta, mara ihe ị chọrọ. Anyị na ndị otu ọrụ anyị abịa ebe unu na ha akparịta ụka, mara ihe ị chọrọ, kpapụta otu anyị ga-esi nyere gị aka ihe ahụ ị na-eme na-aga n'iru. Anyị akpakwa ka anyị ga-esi buje gị ahịa. Ịchọbedị ka anyị buru ahịa, ịchọgodo ka anyị buru ahịa bịa n'ime ebe ị na-edina, anyị ga-ebu ya bịakwute gị mkpụsokpu anyị na-aga akpakwa ọfụma, kpaa ihe ego na ọ ga-abụ, anyị enyere gị aka, follow gị up, nye gị ha na-akpọ after sales services to make sure that you benefit intensively in the fertilizer, Ebonyi State fertilizer.
M na-eche na enwekwana ndị na-ege anyị ntị na anyị nwere ike bụrụ distributors of your fertilizer in different local government areas. Some communities can come together. What anyị na-ekwu maka OKOBI. Ha chọrọ irewe fertilizer dịka akara ọrụ ha. So ha chọrọ, let's assume mmadụ 5 ma mmadụ 10 gbakọta ọnụ form OKOBI business. So unu mee ha distributor. Ka ha n'ike na-akọva local government ha or communities ha na-ere ngwaahịa unu. Ihe dị otu ahụ ọ dị possible.
All the possible, neighbor Dioku. When people come, that's why we say we deal with organizations and we deal with cooperative organizations. Udiya mgbe otu abịara, anyị ga-akpakọba ha ọnụ. Ọ bụ ndị na-akọ nkwụ, ọ bụ ndị na-eme, ọ bụ ndị chọrọ na-ere. Anyị abịa, anyị register unu dịka agro dealers. Anyị nwere ike ị na-enye gị price na price ga-eme ire irite uru were na-enyere ndụ gị aka. Anyị na-eme
na-ekwu ma ndị chọrọ ime ihe dịka business. right? Although they may not be the ones using the fertilizers, but they want to create, they want to start selling fertilizer as a business. So can they become your dealers? And if it is possible, okay, the process, what do they need to do to become one of your distributors? Yeah.
Thank you. That is what I said. If you want to be a dealer in a fertilizer and agrochemicals, all you have to do is to call us. You come, we discuss with you. We know your experience in fertilizer sales and distributorship and agrochemical sales.
Okay, remember, and here some of them are startups. So when you again, now actually be doing fertilizer, right? Because all like an opportunity now there.
Ya ka m na-ekwu ịbịa anyị akụziere gị ka esi eme ya, kụziere gị mara onye bụ, ị ga-enwerịrị a registered company nwere adreesị nwere aha. Anyị kụzichara gị, anyị rejista gị as ihe a na-akpọ agro dealer. Mgbe ihe bụ agro dealer, ị nweghị ikikere ị na-eburu fertilizer, you lift at what we call agro dealer's price. You don't lift at the price that is sold in the market, so that you can be able to make sales.
Lifting, for example, or we on a factory let's assume I'm not over on I'm not Kibe, I'm not my village near. They can take Coca-Cola, I mean, Coca-Cola and hand to the mud. When I head Ota, Komuagabi, Abakaleke Brude, why?
Otu anyị na-aga isi kpata, anyị nwere haulage truck branded Ebonyi Fertilizer and Chemical Company Limited. Anyị ji bugara ndị mmadụ ahịa. Ahịa bugara n'Imo steeti echi gara aga bụ ụgbọ anyị ka anyị ji bute ya. So anyị nwere haulage truck. By the time we discuss business with you, anyị agwa gị moto ahụ anyị na-agba na ya gas, agba ihe agwa gị nke a bụzi ihe anyị na-aga na-akpa in-house. Anyị na-deliver to you at your place. Afụ na ebe ị na-ere ya is suitable. Maka fertilizer nwere ebe si store ya. Ọ bụrụ na ị bụ onye na-ere nri dị ga na-eri si ka ị na-etikwa abịa asị gị mba, ị ga-enwe place. All this is a part of the trainings anyị ga-enye gị. Ị ga-enwe ebe na store your fertilizer. Anyị ebutere gị ya ma ị chọọ. Ị chọkwala iji moto gị bịa bụrụ na company anyị. Anyị ọfịs anyị nọ na Abakaliki. Anyị na-produce na Abakaliki, kilomita 8 Abakaliki Ogoja Expressway.
And the office can they also distribute to the Hanover? Can they also use
they can.
Okay.
Yes,
the question of
okay, we can distribute. We have made the person in Owerri our accredited dealer at number 81 Amaram Street off Christ Road, Owerri Municipal.
But only that dealer's price in get it subsidized because only I don't know when we get from at a reduced rate. Okay, that's why Andy go there at that reduced rate. So people can understand the difference, right?
Network. Our representative. I discuss your business. I get you a price gathering yamma. I get you a price game Korituru. Ritekwe and Komana. Fertilizer business is a very lucrative business.
Okay, fine. Fine. So bad. Can you ego ne can record because I know here, right? I know kumaka fertilizer. You know kuna kuno dem. Here the ego le can re amount kunu or na or kilogram kg measure. So that kaiko waran di buy ka hawata ne kuno mankuno or the price competitive, and that means na or we here compared to others more the cheaper.
Yes, sir. Akpa fertilizer and tinye ya na 50 kg bag. Akpa ha na-ere dịkwa n'iche dịka aha ha si ede. Mana from 36,000 ị ga-enweta quality fertilizer, Ebonyi fertilizer n'Imo State.
It's not 36,000.
From 36,000. Yes, from 36,000 ị ga-enweta quality fertilizer from Ebonyi fertilizer company. And all the dịka the ọbụghị ya na-ere 20-10-10, can ere 15-15. Obuya can ere 12-17.
Okay, we get any price range. You see the lowest price you know when I bought 36,000.
The lowest price. Okay, no. Sorry, sir. The lowest price I am wearing, Bodo 36,000. Yes. You can wait at 4,000.
Okay, the highest price is so it gives us a range.
Highest price is 47,000.
Okay, so between 34 and 47, we fertilizer, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So
compared to the market average of again. Sorry to put you on the
market
spot.
Average. No, market average, like you get with 50 something. You get with in the market, you get from 48 to 50 something. So, manai wane ya okata. N'ime price a nyere gị, ndị bụ agro dealers, anyị ga-akpatụkwa ya aka butuore ha ya ala ka ha ga-erekwa erite uru.
Ihe dịka ego ole ka onye agro farmer ga-enwetezi ya ma ọ bịa at a subsidized rate? Because mmadụ nwere ike bịa gụọ ahịa 35 naira, rate ya 36 naira, you know, bahụ okwu uru like that. Unless ọ zụkwara just a large quantity. Akịghọta gị?
Yes, sir. Ihe mere na ọbụna ihe ji emepụta NPK fertilizer abụrụ ihe a na-arụpụta na Nigeria. All these things are imported, like the MOP that you can get from Ukraine, Belarus, Russia, and Canada. The DAP you get from Morocco. Now, all these things is according to the dollar price. So when you can make a price, then you find out that all the iche.
Okay, onye mụ na-eso eme bụ Professor Jude Nzako, ị nwere ajụjụ?
Yes, I have just 1-2 questions. Because this dealership, a lot of OKOBI members may simply want to come together to become dealers. The minimum amount ha ga-ejide n'aka ma ha chi iwu become a dealer. Ị na-enye ha credit, ị na-awụ ihe dum ọwụ cash and carry, ị ga-enye ha.
Well, mgbe ha bịara, o nwere ihe a ga-akpa n'igwe okwu. O nwere nke dị mma ịkpa mgbe anyị nọkọrịtara ọnụ. Nke mbụ bụ na onye ọbụla chọrọ ịbụ fertilizer dealer ga-enwegodi ihe a na-akpọ Corporate Affairs Commission Registered Company. This will give you then IBIA inwe register under FEPSAM or under Farmer Input Support Services. IBIA anyị ga-enye gị ntụziaka dị otu a. Ọ bụkwa na ịbara ka anyị na-aga pa ị na-ebu ahịa jiri aha anyị bụ ndị dịgo register na-ebu ahịa, ọ dịkwa iche. So mgbe ị bịara, ihe a bụ ihe anyị na-anọ ana to the willing customer, intending customers to be able to discuss, and we give you tutorials, and we give you way out, and we give you enabling and a conducive environment. All we know is that we welcome every agro dealer, every fertilizer who want to partner with us to make profit. And minimum capital
because some dealers the when a deposit before you bunye here, on cash and carry basis. Just kahama before he bido plan for this.
Ndị Igbo si na-akpa akpa arahụ n'ute, ụra tọba ụtọ ekwobi ekwobe. Mgbe ị bịakwutere anyị onye chọrọ ire ihe, anyị na-agị ga-ebu ụzọ kpaa ka anyị nwere ike ịrahụ n'ute. Mana nke bụ na ị ga-adịla ike ịzụtatụ fertilizer. O nwere ike mgbe anyị kpachara isi na ị ga-azụtakwa ole dị otu a, ị ga-ebukwe 1 truck. Ọ bụ na ka anyị si hụ gị, asị ka nye gị ka anyị tikwueru gị ihe, maọbụ gị buru gara ahịa na-aga. Anyị na-aga-akpazie nke ahụ, looking at the relationship we are building or have built over time. So where our business ị ga-eme, capital is one of the basic things in business establishment everywhere in the world and in every sector.
Okay, thank you. Then dealers in here na working subsidized rate. Dealers in the point here and there. For example, in Imo State. When a member of OKOBI at that shop, I'm not showing what a subsidized rate. and were a structure in place, and were a permission in your subsidized rate, and there have be negotiated here.
About the Haga Imo State now, that depot, that's our fertilizer center. Onyawan with every right to discuss with them. Imana Owa, Yenila Dela, di Infe, Obrozi Higa, Gabiana, Siki, Megodo, Anoreba. We can have Zoom meeting like this. We can have Zoom meeting to come together and discuss. I again we go to channel, I get Bankata, I nanda. On was season Moneguru. One is in him, up behind a Manankai, where Quabo, Avia as a dealer, or when home by getting price and Renaya. I can get price, getting favorable competition in the marketplace.
All right. One, thank you. Can I go to time?
Okay, Vincent, ndị chọkwa ịkpọ gị n'ekwentị ebe ha ga-enweta gị ke nọmba ha ga-eji enweta gị nwere ike kpọọ the number slowly ka ma people nwee ike nweta.
Ndị chọrọ ịkpọ m n'ekwentị ga-enweta m site na 08038892727 08038892727.
Okay, ha kpọọkwanụ gị ha gwa gị maybe na ha si na the OKOBI program inwe ike mara ebe ha si na-akpọ gị.
Daalụ ọkamụ.
Nọrọkwa na-ege ntị. Anyị kpọbata nwanne anyị nwoke na-arụ na bank bụ Arthur ịnụgo n'ihe okwu nwa bụ onye bank ka ekwere ihe unu na-eme and ka enyemaka unu nwere ike inyere ndị OKOBI anyị. Arthur, biko kene ndị mmadụ ma gwakwana ya ihe ị nwere ike ime.
Hello.
Hello, go ahead.
Good to be here. Good to be here. And by Ndewuno. Look, I'm Atom Keme. I'm the head of MSME banking. Nangalabola Kanabo Wema Bank PLC. Wema Bank Bola Cody 79 years old. We actually founded on the 2nd of May 1945. And the high name Kemba Yuebolola Bo Ecuador is support to obele businesses ndị ji ego achụ ego atụmatụ ndị bịago as group bịago n'igwe asị na gburugburu ukwu eze na anyị kọma amịrị ọnụ ọgba ofu. So anyị nwee platform anyị ji enye aka wee encourage ndị mmadụ ịbịa together etu OKOBI dị. That's why obi ji wee bụrụ m so aṅụrị this morning because that na OKOBI is the way to go actually. I mean, if this OKOBI businesses can be adopted as a national template for economic empowerment across all the LGAs in Nigeria, that means every kindred will come together, form a business, and also begin to immediately address insecurity, youth restiveness, unemployment in their very immediate plan. So first and foremost is for me to convey, congratulatory message to His Excellency, the Governor of Imo State, that's not the purpose of demand. Of course, the Chief Economic Advisor, who's this OKOBI is his brainchild. Prof, I must tell you that the way you are pushing this thing, I just hope that we have multiple of you across other states. Because that's not charity begins at home. Gone are the days all local government create. Government has no business doing business. Government's business is to create an enabling environment, which is part of what the government is doing through your office, and to employ people to do so. That said, anyone as Boma Bank, and of course from the MSME team, anyone different programs and services and products, EGS support to our small scale businesses. One of it, there are so many of them, but that now one, but things about Nkuzi, Mbue. So each support to businesses, I them a lot of trainings. And do a capacity building program to capacitize SMEs and group businesses. So for OKOBI, I have a lot of training programs through the Office of the Chief Economic Advisor to the Governor of Imo State, Prof, whom we have the rare privilege of having moderating this session. Is already engaging our institution on the kind of program I get put together where we can increase the capacity of OKOBI businesses, where we can articulate here and increase here their market reach. Because part of the team, apart from businesses, as need the Lego, as access to finance, and access to market. If you don't have access to the right market, not just market, but to the right market, that will also impact your revenue. So we are going to have some capacity building programs, some trainings that will enable OKOBI businesses to unlock potential markets that hitherto they are not, accessing. And of course, we also will position OKOBI businesses to be able to access local and international grants. Because as a bank, we work with a lot of impact organizations, international NGOs, both local and foreign, and other investors that look out for businesses of impact. OKOBI is not a political business that is floated, but it's an impact business that begins to create impact in people's immediate families. So working with them, we'll be able to position them for when grants like this come up, because having worked with the businesses and your profile, you go for prepare for investment readiness. So that Nandi and where deep pocket and actual businesses for you a lot of time work through the bank because from a bank is credible. And that we can come up with the data of those businesses that suit their investment bias, which is like for OKOBI businesses. So we'll do that. Again, for OKOBI businesses, again, need funding. Funding is very, very important. That is the blood of every business. So we'll also be able to provide them with funding to do their business. And AIMA, very well. Now, part of the challenge is group-owned businesses like OKOBI, when it comes to raising debt or equity and all that. But then some of them, we get what we call collateral in banking. So we understand that, and that is why we've been able to develop a lending program that is devoid of collateral, but speaks to business and the cash flow of that business. So OKOBI businesses can also be able to access some of these fundings from us. And we also have segmented OKOBI businesses, and where some of those businesses, women-led businesses, the banking them will be on a concessionary basis. So again, you have some level of discounts, encouraging them, nọgasị n'Imo steeti nwegasị businesses enwe ndị bụ pa na nwunye dị fa gbakọtala ọnụ wee float ebe ọzọ si aja bụ n'ebe ndị meghe ebe a na-akwọ garị ebe na-eme kwilikwili eme plantain chips and so on and so forth. So these women were also very particular about them. I na-akpọ ya SARA proposition in Women Bank. I na-akpọ ya SARA program. SARA program bụ a banking program will cover all the banking support I am for women, cutting across trainings, cutting across grants, cutting across loans, and supporting them. As a matter of fact, to even expand it, we are coming up very shortly by next month with a fertility product paper to be able to help women
Hold
and
on,
people that are...
Ato, can we get nice on the buying wire? Yeah. So thank you for the kind words, Iku Maka OKOBI, the governor Gamukwane. It's also good to state that the idea of the brainchild of the governor, my office is just implementing. So young Chirijo, following Nkatanya na Vincent Tipara, Maka ndi chori fertilizer, and you use Golden Car as an example. Let's assume now a group of people come together, Sinaha Chorime fertilizer business. How can they bido? And where here, where my bank nwere ike imenwu there, iji bido the fertilizer business. Or ka ha ga-esi hazie onwe ha ka ha nwee ike nweta support from Wema Bank.
Okay, and also to further say that now that is why webinar name and now the because even after this program, Muna Vincent. All our clients are fertilizer, we're seeing some level of partnership on how we can provide that support for OKOBI businesses. So, OKOBI businesses choy bido lebe fertilizer. Ne lesson na kubu Nimo Brodiga Nimo State. How can we together through the office of the Chief Economic Advisor to the governor to be certified Nandia OKOBI businesses and Andia Suna, I'm not here to get better or more, they profile you go. We'll be willing to work with them. We'll be willing to work with them. We'll be able to look at the business plan. If you're actually in there, what is the market? Two things. The businesses can also be coming to take that loan, go to fertilizer, where or their own farm, because that particular group business became their own farm. So they are buying raw material, as it were, to help them fertilize their own farm. So we can provide that. Or go in on the distributorship chain of fertilizer, which is Onolu Polenseha. We'll be able to also work with them to give them some of those small loans to be able to carry some fertilizer from them and resell. And in doing that, we at the corporate level get engaged fertilizer. As a bank is traditional what we typically do for businesses like this now, KPD, can find some level of discount, to be able to ensure that the interest burden on them will not be much. So that is to say that we would like to support it. If I get accessible, Kafa put forward their request and we'll work with them through your office together with the fertilizer and support them, because this speaks to food security, which is a critical challenge in the economy today.
I think it's also good to mention that Bank Uno bidoro as a cooperative, right? If I'm not wrong.
Yes.
So group-owned businesses, DNA from the look of things.
Yes.
And in the buy in sometimes Wema Bank, as no bank in the southwest on the Yoruba. I mean, Okunusibido as a regional bank, always yoke, right? So so that because people are also looking at the spread and reach. MEPA account with Wema Bank. And can I use it anywhere? So that is not restricted. So Wema Bank was a national bank and you have that national reach.
Okay, good. The other in the pro. So Wema Bank, like you see, we be the one as cooperative. I be like a small cooperative. When I say we metamorphose, we bruise our own. I be the 1945. After I be the Bomagbe. And I Bomagbe actually, but no before me Nebona Morimeliada Tata. And that is why for 79 years I can calculate him. I won a national banking license, and of course, I am spread continually across all the states in Nigeria. So I am Brozi Regional Bank. We've always been a national bank, but sometime around that 2009 or so, okay, CBN maybe I went some stress test on banks. We recalibrated where was the regional banking license. But in 2016, we took back our national banking license and also continued to spread. So I am a mayor branches every other place, and either Southeast now, we're opening branches, Manaba, Manenugu, and so on and so forth. Branching is also coming up, more branches in the Southeast. Last week, I just made another branch in Meduguri, so we are everywhere. But what is important, if I come back today, but that now, Southeast, I'm left behind from what's happening in the world. The world is evolving and this technology that is really driving the world today. That's why Prof. Above I am trying in different locations. We are at Baletoka now for wine. So I be very heavy and we are leading the front. We are leading the conversation on digital banking in Nigeria. I want to have a lot of mobile app, the Wema banking way. On your Buequente. Upon you use Android or iPhone, the journal your Play Store, you can download a lot. That alert is a banking on its own. You may one account, you will loan. And in a person and all anywhere from your mobile app request here for debit card, they send it to you through DHH through courier to your to your house. So I know everywhere and we are accessible, and of course our platform is up and running. So I'm going to know more around there. The man put that 1 million. You will loan, right? Sit down on your bed, you have access to your credit card or your debit card. And of course, our toll-free lines were up and open to reach us at any point in time. I have over 150. No, our office in Owerri is coming up, so we hope that now we should be able to get our office in Owerri come up in the next couple of months. So I guess we've secured a place there already. I'm waiting for the necessary approvals from the regulator to put it up.
Okay,
So
onye
far,
chọrọ
we have
inweta
over
gị na
160
fonu, onye
branches.
chọrọ ịkpọ gị na onye na-ege ntị na chọrọ inweta gị ma ọ bụ ya colleagues ndị nwere ike inye nwanyị nọmba ha. Kee nọmba ha ga-akpọ to reach you.
Akara ntị fa ga-akpọ bụ GSM line anyị na-aza 24 hours.
Hold on, before ga-akpọ ya, because if you call that number now, people start calling you. Let me ask Professor Jude Nzakom a question for you before.
Okay.
Yes, I do, Prof. Thanks. Let me thank Ato there for remembering Imo State and Ndibo. Because this small loan, because you keep referring to SME small loan. What is small loan? Is it 1 naira? Is it 10 million naira? Is it 20 million naira? What do you regard as small loan?
Okay. Prof, I'll forget the very unique matter.
No.
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me, Prof?
Yes, I can.
Yeah, I'll forget the very unique because Nanemochi was Selena Nzako from Abagana. So when I saw your name, I said, I hope it's not my Nochi that's projected. So pleased to meet you, sir.
Thank you.
Yeah,
my pleasure.
So if I'm a small business loan, if I have a small business loan, the amount I get young businesses within less than 2 hours once we receive their documentation, which is basically the application and their bank statement from any bank in Nigeria to show that that business has done business at least for 1 year. So we can quickly give you up to 20 million naira without John the Baptist. John. So we are not asking for collateral. That is the uncollateralized loan size that we can give businesses from 0 naira to up to 20 million naira to support group businesses like OKOBI. And I understand the account here on wire for 1 week or run it for 1 year so that we can be able to understand. No, that's not it. As a bank that is serious to support group businesses, that is nimble and agile, all we are saying is give us your application, get us a statement of your account, be it a microfinance bank, because remember, I'm a commercial bank, and I'm some of the OKOBI businesses in the remote areas where they operate currently may not have a commercial bank around there. So they may be using a microfinance bank, and we can accept the statement of account from that microfinance bank, just 12-month statement, and we can give up to 20 million naira without access to collateral. That is what we categorize as small business loan. Any volume above that, we will now require you to do additional documentation and provide additional comfort.
Okay, thank you. That's wonderful. Okay, there's here the amendment assess or cash flow harmonization and no collateral. Things you can there in order to make that decision. And
good.
Also, account to handware. Ndi personal account, but I have a business account. All this time, Hannah run a business or cooperative and use their personal account. Will you also extend your facilities to them?
Yes, that is why I say that my unit in the bank, MSMEs, that's the norm. Management has also broken it further down to recognize nano before even that micro. So meaning that for the nano and MSMEs in Nigeria today, and when they will registered businesses, and unregistered businesses do registered, but somewhere like permit me, Professor Nzako, where Babin Saloon shop here, Professor Nzako and groceries, that street na Wedra Road, or do registered, or his personal name. I get near POS, I get recognized here, not a business. However, what we now do, because whatever we do about scaling, about improving the capacity, I may log account near loan. And maybe they encourage, because at times all information, poor access to information, but why some businesses have not been able to move the needle. We will now help you with business registration. Today, we have a program that's open up until September that we are paying 50% of the business registration cost for businesses. So we have vendors and lawyers that we've assembled that is helping register businesses. I'll quickly say this. Even in the members of the OKOBI businesses, even at the POS operators and the POS businesses, the government has directed that Nafaga be registered. And a lot of them were accounting their personal name. But of course, because of the obvious thing may go in that space in the last couple of months and years, warranty, can find a lot more structure, can find it properly identified and registered. So the deadline is this July 6th. The government never another 2 months deadline. In us, the moment we treat open, whether you have an account with us, just come forward, we'll help you register your business or subsidize the 50% of the registration cost, which typically will be for business name and of course for limited liability companies. So open is registered as a business, you can access that same money. If you're a business that you're registered, you can access that same money. Let me also further expand it. And when they were business name, now as well with their business name, at the same time, they use their personal account. Now as well. So others already apply here as Jude Enterprises. When you get account statement here and Jude Enterprises, and when you account statement here, a man dear enough for giving a go to some of his business proceeds now that Jude Zako. So we'll also recognize your personal account statement to support that business statement, because I'm going to know at this level they're a lot more unstructured. So they can put their money in both accounts to put it together to ensure we have a holistic view of the business. So all cash flow based lending basically. And that's why we encourage them. Never my peers, I'm a KDPC. Ego give bank pota. All that develop that day. That's why when mobile app transfer ego and when debit card and when the PS ego. So that now when you are talking
in the interest of time, we can have your number. Or the number so that our listeners who want to contact you can. So do you want your boy twice? Biko.
Okay. So our phone number was 080 3900 3700. I'm going to pop you again. 080 3900 3700. And when actually send an email, it's just the name SME Express, one word, SME Express @wemabank.com.
Okay, great. Thank you very much, Arthur, for that. And if you are joining us, this is the One Kindred, One Business initiative brought to you by the Office of the Chief Economic Advisor.
Susie, nne m ahụ gị bụ sọ mma. Ọ dị ka ị nwetala ọrụ n'oyo company. You see nwanne m, mbadu udo. O nweghịkwa ọrụ oyo company m nwetara. Ihe ị hụrụ m na-amụke wụkwa aka ọrụ OKOBI. Eleke wụkwa OKOBI. Biko tupenye m azụ. Ahụ shele m anya. Ahụ m chọrọ enyemaka. Ya bụ na ịnụbeghị maka OKOBI. Ngwa gee ntị. OKOBI wụ atụmatụ ọma gọọmenti hiwere iji kpochapụ ụbịam na-akpụ ndị mmadụ isi aghara. OKOBI ga-ekewapụta ohere ọrụ maka gị maka ọha obodo gị niile. Naanị legharịa anya gburugburu gị. Chepụta nnọọ ihe ọbụla gị na ụmụnne na ụmụnna gị, ndị enyi ma ọ bụ ndị obodo gị nwere ike ịgbakọta aka mepụta ya mma, dịka ịzụ ọkụkọ, azụ, oke bekee, ịkọ pineapple, ịsụ mmanụ nkwụ ma ọ bụ mmanụ aṅụ na ọtụtụ ihe ndị ọzọ dị iche iche. Unu hazichi usoro eji eme ya ka ọ bụrụ ihe ga-amịpụta ego. Unu agbapụzie ya ọsọ gaa kpọtụrụ onye ji ọkwa Chief Economic Advisor n'ọchịchị steeti Imo. Ọ ga-agbazi unu olu nye unu ntụziaka, hazie ụkpụrụ a ga-eji mee ya ka ọ kwụsị ike ma mịta ezi mkpụrụ. Ọ ga-enyekwa aka n'ikewapụta ohere ọrụ nye ndị na-achọ ọrụ n'obodo. Biko nye m akara ekwentị ha ka mkpụ ahụ ozugbo ngwa were ihe dedata ya 07013512035 07013512035 maọbụ 09114360076 09114360076 ịkpọrọ ha ị ga-enweta ọsịsa maka ihe niile gbasara OKOBI. OKOBI wa atụmatụ bụ ịgba Shared Prosperity Government nke Distinguished Senator Hope Uzodimma. OKOBI ụmụnna wike ọwụ ha agha.
So thank you and welcome back. So let's go straight to Collins. Collins, Wike Kelenu Ndibani, and we take it from there.
Prof, Ndeo. Prof, you must actually full am sang Pishuku Maka. Ebe mega enjoy in the group to put.
Didn't want to learn ideas.
Yeah, very wonderful. Very wonderful from Vincent and Atop, you know. Before me, all request of introduction before me, Mr. Vincent, because we got around this 12, 15 fertilizer and page use here.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
Okay, I'm calling Topara. I based in Lagos, Agram School na Futo. Medical Masters in Aruba Godi University, UK, Quality Management. So, okay, I got like I'm thinking. Hi, Nemewo, basically, heavily related to OKOBI in the small businesses in the mod. Most of them, HB business, Professor Kenny, most of them would want to start this business. Anyway, the idea, but I'm out having a bit. So, how name winning in the mod from end to end? What is your idea? How do you bring this idea? Market research na any packages how these ideas into a full business economic value. But yeah, one day, luckily, one of the testimonial in Meha, Chinedu Eze on Eba now, will bring these people together and bring experts to look at them and look at the businesses. And the idea around all of these things were the cooperative approach to it. So before I knew her, there was this thing I said about the innovation hub, bringing ideas into fruition that happened in the Lagos chapter of my alumni. That team is still available online. The team nowhere. The physical space had issues because of the COVID, but that team can hear. So at every point in time, the team can continue to wait and evaluate ideas of people on that. And we have continued to do that. If I one of the success story to the grant that we got for somebody who had a food business idea. So besides the production part, or the agri part, whatever, the processing part, agro-processing part of it, we have actually concentrated more on the agro-processing part of it.
But Collins,
and that was why I talked about...
So you remember, right? So a community now, choro ime business, because I have been around, I've been talking to some people. The idea sounds good, but how do we start? So do you Collins and the model as a consultant? How do you guide them? How to cassava processing or how to get into palm oil? Support how do you, what does that support look like? We can call in a practical term. So when you're going into naturally many, we can organize for because and we can put one together.
Yeah. Okay. Very very simple but not straightforward because each of the cases they're different. So, but the major thing, first of all, the business, identify and evaluate the issues. That is the first thing we need to do because all depending on the business of that person. For example, in Hidokwe, my own town, I'm running food palm oil processing. I had about 6 to 8 of them. So I call my President General, one on our phone, say, look, we need to do something for these people. Let's gather them together. How they made this business in different units, their own different units, but with limited resources and limited access to machines, fuels, logistics, and all of that. So my Kocharia, we said, okay, fine. We need to get somebody, especially the financial secretary, to aggregate these people. And that is what they are doing. You measure those aggregation now, measure the number of people in Megala business. We'll bring them together to a meeting. Look at them, discuss what their issues are, discuss their volumes and all of that. Make higher, we'll look at the market for it. After looking at the market for it, we'll look at their needs and now begin to look at how to progress that need. Now that need is going to come because they have a product that is actually sellable. So there are different ways to look at it. What is the volume? Where is the market? How do we provide the market? That means we are providing funding, but can you do more? Yes. So before registering them or bringing them down to OKOBI, we need to sit down and look at how we can provide the necessary thing from within our own community and de-risk the problems, de-risk their activity before we now bring them down.
Okay, fine. Okay. So we want to break this down. Dr. Okeanukwem, inwekwa ajụ na ajụga ajọ kelekwe ndị beka gbawulichiri je mege meka mma. So
no problem, sir.
Okay, Collins, okay. So let's assume now village Okeanukwem achọghị ime ihe. Okeanukwem ndị beku na amam no ja rice or something like that. Maybe to go, right?
Yeah.
So ele ihe I nwere ike imere okay ma ya kpọọ gị na phone. So bịa nyere ndị bekee maka let's assume enwere 5 million naira, 10 million naira m chiri ji kwado ndị bekee anyị ka ha bido business because sometimes people say na ọ ego ji ha. Let's assume okay na ndị enyi ya eweta ego 5 million, 10 million dewe na table. Ke he ga-eme what's the just talk us through the process because we can win them online that may want to do something similar for their people.
Okay. In this case, only two other things. Ima hane ko OKOBI. And OKOBI will agree nane. I know OKOBI logistics because logistics become one of the issues in the production anyway. I work at this OKOBI, for example, Vincent, the Ajujuru Vincent. I work at OKOBI business in fertilizer trading. So I get line with that 5 billion. Only business, only needs in the back human. Because all depending on that look, all depending on the location. All depending. What is the location? This is the location. This is what happens here. Where is the gap to fill? But want to fill this gap? Who are the people who can actually provide?
How long? Sorry to cut it, but how long does this process take? Let's assume, and how much do you charge? Because then we can work community again. I said because we want our business up and running in the next 1 month for the sake of argument. Is this something you can handhold them to do to start that business within 1 month or 2 months? I don't know the length of time. Again, it depends on the nature of the business and how much your business will charge to help these communities.
The length of time, like we said, will depend, not depend on the nature of the business, but we handhold them up to the stage of development where we think they can actually exit. We win them off at the time they can. Some you win them off at 6 months. Some will take some at 6 months, they fall, they stop, and some of them want to give up. You need to pick them up back again. You understand? Because the question is, have you learned from why you stopped? Have you learned from why you failed? That is the issue. Don't stop. Keep going because the market is there. Then the charges depend. We don't have a specific stuff. At times, it even happens as a pro bono. At times, it is pro bono.
Okay. Oh, if you can do pro bono, that'd be fantastic. So that's also your contribution to the development of Imo State. So, Dr. Okeanukwem, do you have some reflections, some thoughts before we continue, Collins?
Yes, I do. First of all, I was having network problems when Professor Judun Zako was asking questions to Ato.
Yeah.
So what I want to find out from Ato, these soft loans are the nature of interest rate. because he was talking about small loans like 20 million. Interest rate or again. And a low to age. Then for my brother Collins, age in the banning example rice. It is to bomb a local government.
Okay.
And then don't bomb a bang where massive land I now rice. Yes, and the problem we have the people do not have enough resources to do what they are supposed to do to be able to feed Imo State and every other place. So I need the Enyamaka. There are people already in the business that we can collate and possibly try to see how we can bring you in. So that
okay, that's fine because we just have limited time here. So let's say Arthur, we can draw that interesting. We can do 30 seconds. So yeah.
Okay, the interest rate is under 3% monthly. And of course, for women, we also give them about 500 basis point discount, less than 5% discounted rate. And of course, the tenor, maximum of 12 months. Man, obviously, depending on the business, intervention loan that can last for 3 years. So depending on the line of business, you go to equipment or machine, I may go for 1 year because the too heavy for the person to repay, so we can drop to 3 years. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, great. So let me go to Adeze Ashaheme quickly because Anya Kuwelende reach our office. Adeze Ashaheme, do you want to give us the details of people who can reach, how people can reach our office?
Okay, thank you very much. Hello to our dear listeners. So my name is Adeze Ashaheme. So if you want to reach the office, you can call us on 091 14 36 0076. So I'll take it again, 091 14 36 0076. You will reach us on WhatsApp on 090 11 58 9113. 090 11 58 9113. So for anything you need, just know that the Office of the Chief Economic Advisor is available to handhold you and also link you to prospective people that would help you in your business. Thank you.
So you also want to tell them here in our own office, what do you do for the office?
Okay, thank you. I work as a technical assistant to the Office of the Chief Economic Advisor. I also help coordinate, reach out to groups that want to set up their own businesses. So if you have any idea or you feel like your community or a group of friends that want to set up something, you don't know what to do, just contact us in the office. We'll give you details of things that you might find interest in. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Collins, do you want to leave your number? Because I can't come and they try contact again. In the interest of time, do you want to unmute yourself and give us the number as quickly as you can?
Okay, 081
081
74
74
622
622
647
647. But is why your boy
081 74 622 647.
Okay, fantastic. So Vincent, you have 30 seconds to make that decision. I'm going to draw. I'm sorry, Collins earlier on.
Okay, Collins, please come back with the question.
Okay, Ajan will see 12 this 12 15 15 or 12 17 fertilizer.
Just 30 seconds, please. Time
okay. Fertilizer is all about nitrogen and phosphorus. So all those things with the nomenclature for the chemicals in combination to produce fertilizer, and the blend have different purposes that you can apply them. You don't apply one fertilizer for everything. Have the tuber crops and all that.
Okay, great. Thank you very much. And that leaves me with the opportunity to thank our panelists, Vincent, Collins, and Arthur. You've done a great job. And Adeze Ashaheme, and also my co-moderators, Professor Jude Nzako and Dr. Oke Anukwem. And see you next time. My name is Kenneth Amechi, the Chief Economic Advisor to the Imo State Government. So thank you very much and enjoy the rest of your time.
Susie, nne m ahụ gị bụ sọ mma. Ọ dị ka ị nwetala ọrụ n'oyo company. Yosi nwanne m, mbado udo o. O nweghịkwa ọrụ oyo company m nwetara. Ihe ị hụrụ m na-amụke wụkwa aka ọrụ OKOBI. Eleke wụkwa OKOBI. Biko tupu enye m azụ, ahụchiele m anya. Ahụ m chọrọ enyemaka. Ya bụ na ịnụbeghị maka OKOBI. Ngwa gee ntị. OKOBI wụ atụmatụ ọma gọọmenti hiwere iji kpochapụ ụbịam na-akpụ ndị mmadụ isi aghara aghara. OKOBI ga-ekewapụta ohere ọrụ maka gị o, maka ọha obodo gị niile. Naanị legharịa anya gburugburu gị. Chepụta nnọọ ihe ọbụla gị na ụmụnne na ụmụnna gị, ndị enyi ma ọ bụ ndị obodo gị nwere ike ịgbakọta aka mepụta ya mma dịka ịzụ ọkụkọ, azụ, oke bekee, ịkọ painiapụl, ịsụ mmanụ nkwụ ma ọ bụ mmanụ aṅụ na ọtụtụ ihe ndị ọzọ dị iche iche. Unu hazicha usoro eji eme ya ka ọ bụrụ ihe ga-amịpụta ego. Unu agbapụzie ya ọsọ gaa kpọtụrụ onye ji ọkwa Chief Economic Advisor n'ọchịchị steeti Imo. Ọ ga-agbazi unu olu nye unu ntụziaka, hazie ụkpụrụ a ga-eji mee ya ka ọ kwụsị ike ma mịta ezi mkpụrụ. Ọ ga-enyekwa aka n'ikewapụta ohere ọrụ nye ndị na-achọ ọrụ n'obodo. Biko nye m akara ekwentị ha ka m kpọọ ahụ ozugbo. Ngwa were ihe dedata ya 07013512035 07013512035 maọbụ 09114360076 09114360076. Ịkpọrọ ha ị ga-enweta ọsịsa maka ihe niile gbasara OKOBI. OKOBI wa atụmatụ bụ ịgba Shared Prosperity Government nke Distinguished Senator Hope Uzodimma. OKOBI ụmụnna wike.